B, every song platinum. I'm not the other bitch. Whatever you was gonna pay her, you gotta double it. Glory hole. Bitches don't know who they fucking with.
I cannot tell you how excited I am that I can put Cardi B on the list for Overexposed 2025, because for a second I thought that her album was never coming. I thought that she was just gonna be dropping raggedy songs and features for the rest of eternity. And when I say raggedy, I don't mean that they were bad songs or bad features. I just mean that they weren't albums, they weren't projects, they weren't what the people were asking for. And I know rappers, you know, a great huge part of their discographies, their presence, you know, kind of their skill set, and when they get to show what they really can do is when they get to hop on other people's songs. So I get it. I love a feature run. What I don't love is a 7-year feature run. When WAP dropped and dominated, I thought for sure there was gonna be an album to follow. Same thing with Up. Hell, same thing with Tomorrow too. And Cardi just kept saying, album next year, album this year. Record labels making me do this. I gotta drop this. I gotta do this. And before I knew it, it was 2025 and there was still no damn album. Let's just take a look back real quick, because again, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just talking shit. Like, let's see what was going on, because again, let's not act like the songs weren't quality, because they were. So let's start at 2020 Cardi herself. Ooh, first of all, let's talk about Yes with Fat Joe, and is it Annuel AA? I don't know, I don't remember. But Cardi's verse on that song was fantastic.
I've been in my bag, hopping out of jets, been running shit, I'm still out of breath. I can lay a verse, and ladies so stressed. Catch your ass in traffic, hope you say it with your chest, bitch.
But obviously, we arrived to WAP 2020, thick of the pandemic. Her and Megan like stopped the world. We're talking about a diamond single. We're talking about a global smash. We're talking about politicians going crazy, conservatives going crazy. Like, you know, you have a hit and a rap hit when you got the conservatives mad and talking about your lyrics and how you're screaming about pussy this and pussy that. And when they are on the like evening primetime news, seething, red-faced, hot, pissed off. That was history. Next year, top of the year, 2021, we get Up, another effortless smash. Those of you who saw my 2021 videos know this song was my shit. I don't even know how to explain to those of you who don't know what that song to me is like the end of lockdown. Not literally, because we were very much still waiting on the vaccine, but Up is very like seared into my head as like, okay, things are kind of getting better, like let's dance a little bit. Not that WAP is a ballad, right? But just Up is just so much more up-tempo. It's just, it's different. Like that song, the obsession I have with it, even to this day, it hits different. It's big bags bustin', not the Bentley Bentayga. I don't even know what the hell she's talking about, but I live. Wild Side also drops in 2021 with Normani, which as far as I'm concerned is a classic. Yes, I'm using the term classic loosely, but again, my opinion. 2021 also gives us Rumors with Lizzo, which is a song that I definitely only listen to for Cardi's verse. I don't really listen to it at all anymore, but in 2021 I was playing that song out. I don't know what it sounds like anymore. 2022 gives us Hot Shit with Kanye West and Lil Durk, which is appropriately titled. We also get Glorilla's Tomorrow 2 verse from Cardi, which is definitely a classic in my opinion. I don't think that's up for debate, and I'm not using the term loosely. Point Me To with Fendi the Rapper. I remember liking Cardi's verse. I remember the video with her like in the street on a car or something, but I can't say that I revisit that too often. Shake It, I was absolutely obsessed with. I could not get enough of it. Put It On The Floor with Lotto, could not get enough of it. Jealousy with Offset. I liked it. I liked the video and like the baby boy references, but I can't say that it was like among my favorites. Bongos is no WAP. Cute video. Don't know what that was, but I love to see Meg. I do not listen to that song at all. Bust it tight like a nun. Bongos was not for me. Enough Miami. It was cute, not for me. I really enjoyed the Like What freestyle. Punteria with Shakira, not for me. And then On That Money with Rob for whatever the hell was not for me. We get to 2025 and she gives us like a song with Partisan Fontaine and then some like Shark Tale mess or Baby Shark or whatever it was. And I was about to check out, but just in the nick of time, outside niggas love a outside bitch, but be mad when they get some outside. Yeah. When Outside dropped, I felt oh my god, I don't know how to describe what like pulsed through my body. I just knew the album was coming. Outside is number 2 on my Apple Music replay. I really can't put into words how much I love the song, how happy I was when it came out. I love the beat, I love the energy, I love how she sounds. I love how, based on, you know, what we know about her personal life and her breakup with Offset and all the things she's been through and the cheating and the blah 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 and then getting with her new dude, like it felt like it was a banger, but it also felt personal. You know, it felt like somebody getting out of a toxic relationship, remembering who the fuck they are, getting ready to go out and remind people who they are and what they're capable of. Because, you know, a lot of people do lose their glow when they're in a bad relationship. They do lose their oomph. She's been cuffed up too long. Let her remind niggas. Like it was just, everything about it was perfect to me. I was so surprised, and even now looking back in December, like I'm shocked that she did not drop that with a video. I cannot believe that, especially Cardi, because she's so, like, her visuals are so fun and so high quality, and like I just can't believe that that song and that lyrical content, that topic, the fact it came out in June, the fact that people were complaining like that there was no song of summer, like just everything about it, like I just knew she was gonna have a great visual. That is the only thing that I feel like was missing to really just, and again, me personally, I don't give a damn. The shit was spun. It was played over here, regardless of the fact that it didn't have a video, but I really wish that it did. Shortly after Outside dropped in June, she announced that Am I the Drama, her second album, was finally going to arrive in September, and I was just over the moon. The fact that she had delivered another banger, like another solo quality banger, just made me ecstatic. I was looking forward to everything. Then came Imaginary Players. Now, I'm all for artists trying to show a different side, you know, especially rappers. I understand that they sometimes want to prove that they can deliver bars and lyricism and, you know, be a little serious, and I get it. When this song came out, I was flabbergasted. Not because, and I want to say, before, when I listened to the album, I understood the song and its purpose. As a single before the album, my excitement deflated just ever so slightly because I was not impressed. I just felt like the song was all over the place. I feel like her delivery was all over the place. feel like her voice on top of the beat was all over the place. It was a choice. Respect it. Wasn't for me. Again, when it came out, and the fact that it came with a video as well, I was very confused because, again, I know I don't work at a record label and I'm not getting paid the multi-millions, but I would have thought that Outside would have the video, and then a song like Imaginary Players is just you're showing off your lyricism. So why do I need to see anything for this? Why is any budget going to a video for this? Because this is clearly not a hit. I thought that shit was garbage. There were some punchlines and bars that I couldn't even really understand because I just don't think it was a good rap performance. But I'm glad that she tried. But Outside still, I feel like, kept enough excitement, brewing for me. And again, I was still playing the hell out of it, so I didn't even really need to pay attention to that mess after I gave it a chance. And I really didn't listen to it much because I was so stuck on Outside. And before I knew it, it was album release time, and CARDI started one of the coolest rollouts that I think has been seen in a really long time. It wasn't anything new or groundbreaking. It was actually very nostalgic. It reminded me of the effort that I used to see growing up, when people would be everywhere, when they would, actually be outside promoting their work. She did a bunch of viral videos using like sidewalk sales and subway skits where she would have like, a physical copy of her album in her hand, and she'd be waving it around like, hey, my album drops September 19th, come out and support. I think at one point she was like playing the angle that she's like a single mother of 3 or whatever. It was just really funny. And again, it was very like early 2000s, just pre-streaming. Like, it was just, effort is the word I'm gonna keep using. She was putting forth effort, which I feel like a lot of people these days, especially big names, they don't do that anymore. I don't know why. Maybe because they're big names and they don't have to. I mean, that's true, but for fans and for people who still get excited for campaigns, which I'm one of those people, I just thought it was effective and refreshing, even something like Imaginary Players getting a video. Like, I'm glad she did a music video. Would I have preferred it be for Outside? Absolutely. But again, that she even dropped a music video pre-album and just is out on the streets and doing all these things. It may seem like the bare minimum, but it's like nobody's even doing the bare minimum these days. Not even talking about, the standard interviews and the podcast stops and that type of press tour. She did that as well. But then she also, the week of the album, went out to record stores and did like meet and greets and album signings. Again, not groundbreaking, not new, but people are not really doing that anymore. So it was like just fun to see a celebrity of her caliber out in the streets, sitting in a chair, posing for pictures and like, getting people hyped to go purchase the actual CD. Like, it was really, really cool. She was all over the place. And if the album, hadn't dropped at the end of the year, she might be higher on Overexposed, because I feel like when that album was dropped, her face was everywhere. She had the court thing before the album, and that ended up going viral with her like meme reactions, and then she put that on like these like limited edition things. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was really cool. It was nostalgic. I will repeat, it was nostalgic. It made me feel warm that somebody was just promoting their work. She could, she's CARDI B. She could have just dropped the link, dropped 50,000 variants or whatever, and been done with it. But she really got out there, so that was really cool to me. And the album itself, well, let's get into it, because This is the thing. I don't think Am I the Drama is perfect by any means. First of all, I think it's too damn long. I know you were gone for 7 years, but 23 songs with the last 2 being WAP and Up, like, I just knew there was gonna be a little bit of messiness, and I just knew immediately there was gonna be some filler. And if we're being honest, there's some filler tracks. Where's the track list? Because let's really talk about this. But the songs that I like, I love. Like, I'm obsessed with. And that's what's crazy to me, because I feel like there are songs on here that are hits. Undeniable hits. And when I listen to it, again, I'm like, what, why? I get it. I get the lyricism. I get the point. Why is Imaginary Players even being released to the public? Because some of the stuff on here is crazy. Album opens up with Dead featuring Summer Walker. I think this is a great album opener. Do I like it more than Get Up 10? Absolutely not. As far as the album goes, it's not my favorite Summer Walker collab. We'll get into Shower Tears when we get to it. Hello. This is a song that she actually first played, I think it's some like WWE wrestling something. I remember seeing her like walk down part of when she was just outside, just all over the place. Hello, it's me, hello, it's me. I find the chorus to be ridiculous and dumb. This is also a song I'm not really listening to on the regular. Like, it's not in my rotation, but I get its purpose. But again, it's not for me. Magnet, from the minute I heard it, that's when the album really started. That face pretty, I could win it. Like, just from, I just knew. The beat is insane. The instrumental is insane. Her energy is insane. Like, I don't know how many times I just randomly blurt out slow face bitch. Like, at least 20 times a day. Pick It Up with Selena Gomez. What the fuck is this? Like, why is this after Magnet, first of all, a mess? Why is this, or why is this on the album? I'm gonna just be straight up. This song is like, this is not what this don't need to be there. I get it. Maybe it's like a pop appeal like that. I don't know what the thought process was. Have not listened to this since September. And then Imaginary Players is after that. So going back to what I said earlier, when I listened to the album, I liked Imaginary Players more. I don't know if it's because it was after the horse shit that is Pick It Up, but I don't know if I was just glad that song was over. But Imaginary Players hit like when I was listening to the album in order for the first time. Bodega Baddie, I don't know what it is. It's not for me. And again, to go from Magnet to Pick It Up to Imaginary Players and then Bodega Baddie, like the sequencing is all over the place. Salute is one of those ones for me. This is one of the songs that has been in rotation since September. I love the simplicity of the chorus. I think that her verses are great. I think the subject matter of just like honoring real friends, people who have your back, who don't switch up. Like, I love the entire thing. I think it's a great rap performance from her. Safe with Kehlani is also not for me, and it's kind of crazy because I love Ring, their collaboration from Invasion of Privacy, but there's just something about this song that's corny to me. Man of Your Word, appreciated it when I was listening to the album for the first time. Have not listened to it since. What's Going On with Lizzo? It's not for me. I had to resist skipping it when I was on my first run through. Don't know what that is. Some of these I feel like were kind of just cathartic, maybe emotional songs that she had to get her, you know, divorce, whatever stuff, feelings out. But this entire little pocket was just a mess as far as I'm concerned. Everything after Magnet is a mess, except for Salute. That's just me. Like, these songs, this entire middle section is garbage. Shower Tears, featuring Summer Walker, this song is when things turned around for me. I listen to this song daily. I think that if I was working at a record label, I would somehow try to convince her to push this. I would have personally selected this over Safe to push to the public. There's something so vulnerable and real and raw about this song. Cardi's verses are so fantastic. Not that they're like lyrically masterpieces, but it's so relatable. I think that you can feel the hurt. Again, I think based on her public persona and the tabloids and what we know about her and Offset and like all this stuff, this song to me encompasses like I felt it. A lot of these other emotional songs I found corny. This song hit me, and Summer sounds majestic on this chorus. Outside is next. Y'all already know how I feel about that, but even in the context of the album, lyrically, again, her being just over her toxic relationship, over being down, over being depressed, and then going outside. Like, this is the first time in the album where the song sequencing made sense. Like, Outside, hearing it after Shower Tears made it even click more for me. I'm like, oh, like I would have started the album at Shower Tears and then Outside and gone from there. Pretty and Petty is next. I'm torn on this because, again, first listen, it was great. This isn't like an album song. This is a diss track. So like this could have been on SoundCloud or something. Better Than You is cool. I like the message. Not one of my favorites, and again, it's not something that I added into my rotation. On My Back, which is the first of 2 Janet samples, is also an album highlight as far as I'm concerned. I think that as far as like having pop appeal, this is the song that perfected that the best, especially compared to that Selena Gomez mess. I think it's a solid like pop effort and shows that Cardi could excel in that lane if she really wanted to. It's just so smooth. Even when she gets vulgar and is talking about like come run a route in this pussy, like she still just sounds like just sexy and like I don't know, like it's just something about it. Like that's been in rotation for sure. Airtime, y'all, listen to me. For an album, I was having so many conflicting thoughts listening to this shit because when we're on track 16 at this point, right? 16, we're on the second half, we're deep in the second half. And this shit came out of nowhere. This shit blew me off the couch. When I tell y'all I listen to this song at minimum 6 times a day, I wake up, this shit gets me going. The energy that Cardi has on this song is absolutely insane. Let me check the stats so y'all know I'm not just full of it. Airtime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This album came out in September. Airtime is number 8 on my Apple Music replay. There is crack in this. I don't know what Cardi is doing. I know that she's put effort into this song. There's been a Lotto remix. There's been a Jeezy remix. I personally did not like that. I don't think we need any male energy huffing and puffing and growling on this song. I think Cardi brings an interesting, it's still feminine, but masculine energy to this song. Like the whole thing about somebody better get her because she out here looking fine, better pop your shit because I'm out here popping mine. Like obviously, Cardi's a woman, we could be, oh, she's bisexual, she's blah, blah, blah. But there's something about it that like, is just, oh, like, it's like she's a man. Like this song is crazy. I can't believe something like this is buried at track 16. Check Please is another fantastic solo rap performance. This one y'all might know. It had I think a viral clip that's like I've been feeling like a bad bitch all goddamn day. They say Red Bull give you wings, so does Cardi B. Like, this is like track 17. Principle, the second Janet Jackson sample. This is a great song. This is about her knowing her worth. This is about her like warning whoever she's talking to, like, yo, it's niggas out here praying for a bitch like me. Like, why aren't you treating me right? Like, who the fuck do you think I am? Like, it's a great song. Trophies. This is back to back to back to back to back to back to back at the end of the album. So I'm just like, I don't know what was going on here. Nice Guy with Tyla is not for me. I don't even remember what that sounds like. I have not listened to that since September. And then, but that's the only like skip in this portion, because it goes right up to Killing You Hoes, which again, solo rap performance. 3 minutes and 49 seconds of Cardi just delivering rap. Again, one of my favorites on this album, and this is the last track. This is track 21 before we get to Up and WAP, which again, love both of those. They're old as fuck, but like, they're strong songs. Again, they don't really make sense in an album sequence because they're clearly just stuck at the end, but like, this album is crazy to me, and just, I don't get, like, it's, like I said, this is not a perfect album by any means. This is no Invasion of Privacy, and I don't take anybody seriously that's trying to act like it's up there with Invasion of Privacy, because it's not. But it has songs on there, and if some of this shit was cut off of it, this could have easily just been one of the strongest female rap albums ever. People clearly like it, and it's gotten good reviews. Again, I'm not seeing the flawlessness and the strength. I think there's hella skips on this shit. But like I said, the songs that I like, I love. It was great to get new music from her finally. It was great to see her outside promoting the music. And I don't know, it was great to just hear about her in an artistic light. You know, I know, again, when you're going through personal stuff and you have a bad relationship and just like tabloid drama as a artist, it could easily overshadow what you're actually here to do. Hopefully, you know, I know she was pregnant, just had a baby, she got a snap back before a tour and all of those things, but I really hope we get some music videos. I really hope this is an era, and like, you know, she kind of keeps playing on this effort that she gave with, you know, all this on the ground promotion, and like, I hope she really drops more videos and like tries to make some of this happen. Her rollout seems like that could be the play. Again, she was pregnant, so she needs to sit her ass down for a second. But like, I really hope once this tour starts, she really starts to promote again, because there's some songs on here that I really could see stretching this out for like a year or two. And y'all can call me delusional if you want, but I'm being dead serious. There's some songs on this album that are hits. So I truly hope she enjoys, you know, her downtime, bonding with the baby, the newborn, spending time with her family, all the things, letting Stefan run some more routes in that pussy before she hits the road. But I truly hope, you know, she does not disappear for another 7 years on some Jeepers Creepers Pennywise shit, because we're not getting any younger, Cardi, all right? It's like the rabbit with the clock.